Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Carlock Confessions. I am your host, Frank Fanzoni. Welcome, John, to the show. Hello, sir. Thank you so much for being here. It is another wonderful Carlock Confessions show. We are live, and it is going to be a good one, let me tell you. We got a lot of things to cover tonight. Weren't on air last week. We're on air this week, so we have a lot of stuff to talk about. The world has a lot going on right now, and we need to talk about the change. Renee, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here. It's going to be a great show tonight, guys. Very, very, very excited about it. I just remembered I'm a little upset at myself at the moment because I have stickers that I was supposed to bring a sample of so you guys could see those, and I forgot them at home tonight. So I'll have to post pictures of that. Renee says she can't stay at work tonight. Hope everybody's doing well. Thank you, Renee. I will make sure to let everybody know that you wish them well right now. Appreciate all that you do. Thank you so much. Thanks for stopping by. Remember, you can always catch everything afterwards as well. So thanks for being here, though. Guys, as always, if you guys give me a thumbs up, a share, let people know we're here. We're talking about change, as always, that needs to happen. As the title of the show this week is, Change Needs to Happen Now. Well, that's what we're talking about, and this is a great place to start. So give me a thumbs up. Tell your friends we're here. Let's get them on. Let's get their opinions, guys. Thank you so much for your support and love all the time. I really do appreciate it. Let's start making sure we get more people on the positive change bus, which is Carlock Confessions here. All right, so things we missed. We can get into this stuff a little bit. Welcome everybody to the show. Hopefully there's a huge crowd on tonight because we got lots to talk about. So I definitely want to make sure there are no crickets in the chat tonight, as always. That way you guys tell me what's going on. Josh, welcome to the show, sir. Thank you so much for being here. Big round of applause for you. All right, guys, as always, you guys are a part of the show. So make sure you guys put your comments in the chat. We'll read them. We'll talk about them as things come up. A lot of stuff to talk about tonight. So, all right, let's make sure chat is working here. Chelsea, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here. Give you some applause. Love it. Make sure you're part of the show. Let us know your comments and your opinions. We are talking about change that needs to happen. So let's do it. Let's see. I'm getting text messages that I'm frozen. That's not good. Let me see. Let's see. So far, it says I'm here. We'll just kind of keep rolling with it. Hopefully, it's not too bad. Guys, give me a thumbs up if I'm frozen or if I'm not frozen. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know you guys can see me. I greatly appreciate it because I'm hoping no technical difficulties tonight because I got a lot of stuff to cover. So let me know if I am on or not on, but I think I'm still here. Anyways, doesn't matter. Let's get back to the show. I will fix that if there needs to be fixing, guys. A lot going on. Here we go. People are laughing. I'm getting comments. Looks like I'm back. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Whoop, whoop. All right. I didn't lose you. Wouldn't be Carlock Confessions without some technical difficulties, right? As always. But that's because the show is too good to keep down, so I love it. Thank you, John, for letting me know. I greatly appreciate it. All right, guys. Let's just kind of get into all of it. I posted the poll question for this week with the unofficial start to summer. I'm a big tea fan. I love tea, sun tea, any kind of tea, iced tea, warm tea, cold tea. I love tea. Tea actually is something that makes me happy about summer. Jared, welcome to the show, sir. Love having you. Thanks so much for being here. Going to be a great one. Poll question of the night. How do you like your tea? A lot of people have sun tea during the summer. So I want to know if you guys cook your sun tea outside in a jug or if you guys do it inside in the house. Are you guys tea drinkers? Make sure you guys go do the poll because I'm a huge tea guy. I like tea a lot, especially during the summertime. Nothing better than a cold glass of iced tea, sun tea of that. Let me know what you guys do. So that's the poll question from this week, and I want you guys to go answer it for me. How do you guys do your tea? Thank you, sir. Good evening to you as well, Jared. Hopefully everybody in the family there is watching, and Legends probably right by your side. So glad to have you. Thanks so much. Let's see. Memorial Day weekend was last time when we had a show. Sorry, guys, no show last week, but this week we have a lot to cover then. Memorial Day weekend. Hopefully everybody had a great Memorial Day weekend. Let's get some light in here, maybe even it out a little bit. You guys aren't supposed to see that. Behind the scenes things. How about Mr. T? Mr. T's good. Everybody likes Mr. T. Good old Arnold Palmer. For all those out there who don't know, that's tea and lemonade together, so that which is always pretty good too. My golfers out there. Anyway, so unofficial start to summer, Memorial Day weekend. Hopefully everybody had a great Memorial Day weekend. I know we did. Did some hanging out. It was great hanging out and seeing some friends, and we spent some time at the pond. It was a fantastic weekend for it. Michelle, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here. We're talking about change tonight, guys, but I want to know how your guys' Memorial Day weekend went. Mine was awesome. We did a lot of work on the house. I am now a new expert at laying laminate floor. So if anybody needs their floors laid, let me know. I definitely worked through trial and error, but we definitely got the floors laid in the house. Thank you so much. Good evening, Michelle. Thank you for being here. So Memorial Day weekend, it was fun. It was a nice day off. We did a lot of work. We got the garden in last weekend, which was nice. So we've been really busy around the house doing house updates and garden updates and kind of getting ready for summer. So it's been pretty awesome. Hopefully you guys enjoyed and got some time to relax over your Memorial Day. So if anybody has any good positive stories to share about their Memorial Day weekend or even last weekend, put them in the chat for me. I'd love to hear them, love to see them. Positive stories are really needed right now. So if you guys have anything you want to share, let me know. But it was just great being able to hang out with friends and enjoy some time. David Culver, welcome to the show, sir. Thanks so much for being here. Jared says they grilled on Sunday, the Murph on Memorial Day, which is the Murph. I saw some photos Jared posted. That is a hard workout. Congratulations to you, sir, for completing the Murph. That is a tough one. But good job on that. I applaud you. I should or would like to try that maybe someday, just not this year. I need to get into better shape for that. So, but thank you. That's actually really great. Working out, grilling out. We did some grilling. It was great. Kicked back and had some time with friends. It was fantastic. So thank you guys for all of that. So again, poll question of the night is up. I want to know if you guys have your tea, what you like about teas, and all that kind of stuff, how you make your tea, because I'm a big tea guy in the summer. So make sure you guys go do the poll as well. And real quick, while everybody's now jumping on, if you guys can give me a thumbs up and a share right now, maybe we can get some more people here to Carlisle Confessions as we talk about change that needs to happen in this world with a lot going on in it. It is June 2nd, and this right now, the world is turned upside down with everything going on. So let's get into that, okay? First of all, my favorite segment of the show, as always, guys, it's time for Grinds My Gears. I love Grinds My Gears. It gives me a great opportunity to be able to express my feelings about some stuff that's really been irritating me lately, and then maybe try to find a positive twist to it. So, because we are positive, we try to do positive stuff here and find positive ways to look at things. But here's Grinds My Gears. So recently, as of today, so I had to go to a doctor's office. Let's talk about this, the healthcare system and how it is kind of set up for us right now. Now, let me just make a quick announcement. I am not bashing healthcare workers. I'm not bashing the fact that we're getting healthcare, health insurance, doctors. I'm not making fun of them or anything like that right now. Let me just tell you about my experience real quick, because it's definitely grinding my gears today. So you set an appointment, right? Wherever you go, whatever it is, your primary care physician, your specialist, your surgeons, your whatever the case may be. Set an appointment and you show up. You sit in a big room with all these people, 6 feet apart right now, and wait. Then they come call your name. You're like, is it me next? Is it me next? You get all excited. Am I going to go? Am I going to go? David, what's up, sir? Is it my turn? They keep calling people before you. You get a little like, hey, it's not my turn. Oh, is it not my turn? Then they finally call you and you're like, yes, it's my time. I'm going to get to go back to the small room. They take you back to the small room. They put you in there and they say, I'll be right back. 20 minutes goes by. Then the same person comes back and says, all right, what's going on? So then you fill them in, right? You say, this is this is that, this hurts, this is sick, this is wrong. Give them the whole spiel. Then they say, okay, doctor will be in to see you in just a few minutes. They walk out. You're thinking, what did I just tell you all that for? All right. So you're waiting, and you're waiting, and you're waiting, and you're waiting. And you wait some more. So you waited in the big room. Now you're waiting in the little room. And then the doctor comes in and says, what's wrong with you? Tell me about it. So then you got to go through the whole spiel again. well, this is this, and this is that, and this has happened, and this is why it hurts, and all that other kind of stuff, right? That's the typical scenario for going to the doctor, right? Then it's in the doctor's hands to say, well, maybe we should send you to another place to go get checked out first before I do anything for you. Perfect example today, I need to go get another set of images done, ultrasound, long story, has to do with my thumb. I'm okay, but I have to get some stuff done. But now I got to go somewhere else before I can come back and actually get any type of relief. And today it really frustrated me. I spent 2 hours past my appointment time today for a doctor to tell me, yeah, you need to go get something else done before I can talk to you, basically. That really grinded my gears today, let me tell you. Have you guys experienced this? Have you guys ever seen or had this problem happen to you as well? Let's see, Jared weighs in. Yep. Sometimes doctors, nurses are bad about appointments. They make you wait and send you another specialist. 100%. I actually read a sign out in the doctor's office today that said, it could be your family member or friend or a loved one that's in the doctor or with the doctor right now, and the doctor's spending extra time. Please be courteous that we're not always on time. Okay, I get that. And that's okay, I understand. Sometimes you got to need a little extra time with the doctor, all that kind of stuff. You know, what would have been nice is somebody came in and said, the doctor's running behind, he had a case or whatever, he'll be in another 10, 15 minutes. At least give me a time frame to be understandable about it. There could be a little more common courtesy there, right? Let's see. Jared said, don't hit those buttons with the thumb. Yeah, I'm not. I'm all pointer finger tonight. I love it. So it would have just been nice. I mean, there's ways to go about this. You can actually come into the room, your MA or whatever, come back, so on and so forth, and say, hey, you know, the doctor's running behind. Really sorry about the wait. I understand it's frustrating. He'll be in 20 minutes or whatever the case. Even if you have to come back twice, 2 or 3 times and say, man, he's trying, I would have appreciated that. I sat in the little room for almost an hour by myself today, past my appointment time. I was there for 2 altogether. It was absolutely frustrating to me. I get it, healthcare system, COVID, everything going on right now, but you know, to go somewhere and then be told that there was almost no point of you being there today, that you need to go somewhere else to get that done, and then you can come back. Really, really, really frustrating today. Especially since this is something that's really ailing me and I've been having a lot of issues with, and I'm looking to get back to normal on. So that was basically the case. That's my grinds my gears. If you guys have had scenarios like that, let me know, because, and here's the positive twist to it. I mean, I got to see the doctor. I realized that, you know, we're still moving in the right direction. We're still moving forward with it. At some point, there'll be relief. But you guys know how it is. If you're hurt or you're having issues, you're having a problem, you're sick, you need some medicine, you need some sort of relief from what you've been dealing with or whatever injury you have. It's frustrating that you got to wait any longer. But the truth is, we are moving forward. We'll set the next appointment. We'll get that taken care of. But it's definitely something right up there that's on my gears tonight and grinding. So let me know, guys. What do you think about grinds my gears? It definitely was something that was frustrating for me. I know everybody here has had some sort of experience with that. In fact, I know, and I'm not even going to play off of it. I know Jerry Seinfeld had a whole bit about the fact that you're waiting in the big room and in the little room. For all my Seinfeld fans out there, favorite comedy, by the way, series ever. But it's true, and it's something that's been going on for absolutely ever, and yet it never changes, right? There's never a solution in regards to how do we fix waiting in the big room to waiting in the small room to waiting for the doctor. Now the doctor comes and you're not getting the information that you need or whatever the case may be, right? So that can be frustrating as always. And again, we all deal with that, right? So maybe someday we'll come up with a better system. If you guys have a better system, let me know. But guys, that grinds my gears. All right. So make sure you guys don't fall asleep in there. I want to hear your guys' story, so no more crickets, okay, guys? Thanks so much, Jared, for weighing in on that one. I appreciate it, because I know we all have had those experiences. Let's do our welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here. Greatly appreciate it. All right, guys, so that grinds my gears. Let's get into what's going on in the world right now a little bit. And so hopefully, you guys, I want you to chime in on this one. Before we do, though, Justin, welcome to the show, as always, one of our longtime followers. Thank you so much. New shirt tonight, guys. We got a new color, new shirt, new logo, or the logo is the same, but new shirt. Hopefully you guys like it. Thumbs up in the chat if you like the color. This one's a new one, so hopefully you guys are liking this one. If you do, show me a thumbs up in the chat. Got the white logo. Enjoying that. And this one's really comfortable, so hopefully you guys like this one. It's definitely one of my favorites so far. So thank you so much, guys. Appreciate the reactions there. Thank you so much. You guys are listening to me. I appreciate that. All right. So if you guys noticed, I posted earlier today in regards to car lot confessions and everything going on in the world. I did change the profile picture just to show support in what's going on right now with everything. So thanks, Jared. Jared says he likes the shirt. Don't worry about being a little late, Justin. We're glad you're here. I want to hear your guys' opinions and takes. And again, as we get into this, I want to make sure you guys all know that this is a safe zone. You guys are able to express your opinions and feelings freely in here without any judgment. And hopefully I can do the same. What happened and has been happening in this country for so long is in the forefront yet again. And we've talked about it for over a year now, in regards to the injustices and the racism that this country is facing and has to deal with all the time. Now, I'm completely aware that I am a white male and I have had the privileges and will never know what it's like to be of any other colored skin and what they have had to deal with. But we see it. I see it. I've seen it a lot. And it's in the forefront. You guys are seeing it now. And it's right now, it is the time for change. Change has to happen now. I've been talking about that for so long, being the change. Sometimes we sit back and hope the change will just happen. We hope that somebody else will step up and make the point. We hope that by not saying anything that we're helping the situation, maybe. I don't know. But now more than ever, I think being the change is something that needs to resonate with everyone. My heart goes out to anybody who's ever had to deal with racism, injustice, who's walked down the street in fear, who constantly feels like they're guilty without even being charged. But I also know, and at no point am I defending any of the actions of any bad police officer, but not all police officers are bad. I know some who I, in my own right, know that they would never do anything like that they actually care about humans' rights and look at people as humans. Josh says, I have a thought about your Be the Change several times this week as I have wondered what I can do. Well, thank you, Josh, for that. I appreciate that very, very much. Yes. It is good, and I'm glad that people are thinking about, and you're a great example because it's out there. A lot of people are saying this, right? This phrase now, this saying that I have, that I've always had about being the change. It's starting to come up. You're seeing it on the internet now. You're seeing it come through people's mouths that change needs to happen. We need to be the change. And again, I've always talked about how it takes the masses to make change. One person can stand up and preach about change and what needs to happen, but if nobody listens, does it change anything? Now, if you get a crowd and the same man stands up and says racism needs to end and this is how we do it, and you get people to start believing and understanding that and following those concepts, agreeing with that, and getting on the side of being the change, now we have a movement. Now we can change things. And that's what I want this show to be. This is what I wanted this site to be. I want to combat the negativities in this world, the hate. Katie and Pam, welcome to the show. We're talking about how the change in this world needs to happen now. And it is unfortunate that somebody innocent had to lose their life to bring this to the forefront when it's always should be there. Too many lives have been lost by injustice, racism, hate. And we all need to do our part to change that. John says, looting does not bring change. No, looting itself does not bring change, but killing innocent people, an innocent black man, is going to bring rage. And it's not, there's ways to think about this. Jared, yes, time for changes on a number of levels. I agree. Not all police officers are bad. However, too many of these good cops fall behind the code to not report and stop the bad behavior, which I also agree. Thus, it makes them complicit like those other officers in Minneapolis. They may be good officers, but they failed the public. And they failed George. They failed every African American that has had to deal with this. They can't just stand back anymore. That's part of being the change. It's not easy. Change is not easy. Never has been. And it never will be. And not everybody will agree with you. But being the change yourself and as a group and knowing what's right and doing what's right is more rewarding than standing back and thinking I protected someone, my friend. I wish, and I posted today on the site, that I wish everybody would just treat everybody like their friends or family. I don't expect anybody in my family to ever kneel on the back of my neck. Now, we get in arguments. We get upset at each other. I don't think anybody would ever get to a point where they make me not be able to breathe. It's absolutely sickens me that it has taken the loss of life, though, to bring this to the forefront. This has been a problem forever. This has never not been a problem. Now, we've made strides, not good enough ones. And when you still have people like good cops enabling bad cops to do what they do, or people not stepping up and saying this is wrong, or we're not going to take this anymore, contributing to the problem. We are all equal, and we should be. We should be treated equal. And be the change. So what does that mean? What does be the change mean? Because I've been talking about it for over a year now on the show. To me, be the change means I want to represent and do the things that I know I want done to me, that I want to change in the world. I want to be the change I want to see. I want to represent the positivity that I want the rest of the world to show. Now, however way you're capable of doing that, that's personal, and that's in your own way. But I've thought a lot about the incident after I watched it happen. And people are videotaping this on their phones. And nobody intervened. Nobody. I don't know. I mean, I've thought about it, and I have a hard time not thinking I wouldn't have at least intervened somehow to try to get that cop off that man. Jared says, yes, looting is terrible and distracts from the message. Too many people of all races and backgrounds have looted. On the other hand, there have been many who have peacefully protested. The media doesn't always cover those peaceful stories. Well, it's true. We've talked about the media here too. Thank you, Jared. It's a great point. That was the next thing I wanted to talk about. The sad part here is, looting is wrong. But the reason why they're looting and trying to present non-peace is because there's no justice. Looting is wrong. I'll be 100% say that. It's wrong. It's breaking the law. There's a lot of peaceful protests, though. There was one in Saginaw tonight, which is a city here in Michigan. Thousands of people marching together with signs, chanting, no looting, no rioting, no gunfire, no that's been reported at least, and you know that's sexy news, and when it's bad stuff, that's why they don't report the good stuff. That happened tonight. But it's the media that fuels this stuff as well. We're lucky enough. I work in Flint, Michigan. Flint, Michigan gets a really bad rap. Flint, Michigan gets a really bad rap in regards to crime and the water crisis and all that kind of stuff. You guys should know that one. Flint actually made national news today because one of their police and their sheriffs made national news. You guys probably saw the video where he put his helmet down, put his batons down, and told them, we want to march with you guys. We don't want to make this a, what did he say? I don't want to make this a protest. I want to make it a parade. And he marched with everybody. And I thought, it's about time. Big applause. Let me get into that real quick. I can't believe I let that go dark. Big applause to him for promoting positivity and saying we're all not like him. Not all of us are like him. I agree with you. I'm going to walk with you. I want to stand with you. I want to hug you. I want to show that it doesn't matter the color of your skin. It was wrong no matter what. And we need justice. And this can't be happening. And I applaud him. I think it's great. I don't know if you guys saw it or not. But it was nice to see Flint, Michigan in a positive light for once. Sorry, guys. I think my light's dying tonight. So, frustrating. Extremely. Yeah, that's not going to work. Frustrating. So what do you guys think? Did you guys see the video? Let me know if you did or didn't see that video. It is out there. I know my Michiganders probably saw a bunch of it because it was all over social media. I think it made CNN. A lot of national news. For sure. But that was one of the ones I really liked. Jared weighs in. Says, what the sheriff did was cool. That's what more officers should do. They walked with protesters. They knelt. They kept folks safe. That's the right thing to do. People riot and combat what's going on right now because they're angry and they're upset. And they have felt suppression for so long. And injustice and fear. And then you put what started all this, a bad cop, you put a bunch of cops in riot gear, give them batons, shields, and helmets, make them look even scarier, put them in mass numbers and make them march towards you now? I mean, to me, invoking the military, aka or the SWAT team, or tear gas or rubber bullets, onto people that are not posing a threat is absolutely wrong and an excessive use of power. We see that a lot. And it's time we need to change that. It's not acceptable. It's not okay. And it needs to end. 100%. Sorry, guys, I didn't charge my light, so I'm pretty dark right now. Anyways, with that said, I want to know what you guys think. How do you feel about this? Share your opinions. No crickets, guys. Because this is a big deal. This is happening right now. And we need change. Change needs to happen. I always say be the change. How can you do that? Josh kind of mentioned, how can I be the change? What can I do? Well, there's multiple things you can do. One of the things I suggest is just finding a way to help anyone and everyone understand that it takes a group to change. Speaking up is a great way to help be the change. If you see racism or injustice or people that or things that are wrong, step in, step up, say something. Do it safely. But one of the ways is not being silent. You have to get involved. Being involved is being the change. Hi, Catherine. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much. We're talking about being the change right now and the change that everything that is going on in this world. We're talking about ways of doing that. Another way to be the change is, find something that you're passionate about that brings positivity to your community, to the people around you. That's a great way to show being the change. How do you guys show being the change? I like to donate blood. Jared donates blood. I know that. This show. I My heart hurts for America. It hurts for African Americans. It hurts for everybody affected by racism, for anybody who's ever been bullied by someone using excessive power. It's happening. And this has happened so many times before, yet we haven't solved the problem. It kind of just gets forgotten until the next time. And that can't keep happening. We have to change. And it takes all of us to make that happen. So, share your feelings, share your thoughts. If you guys had to what have you been dealing with in regards to some of this stuff? Because it's everywhere right now. Instagram, perfect example today, Blackout Tuesday, right? Which is why part of the reason why I changed the profile picture, because I wanted to show that here at Carlock Confessions, myself and I assume this community supports change, wants to be the change, wants positivity, wants equality. So hopefully you guys liked the message I posted and read it, because it was important. It came from my heart. Let's see. Jared says, yes, speak out against injustice, either in person or social media. We all know folks who contribute to what's bad about the country. True. You know it when you see it or hear it. And it's usually when you get that sick feeling in your gut, like that ain't right. 100%. Josh says, listen, I started reading a new book to understand a new perspective, which is great. What's the book, Josh? Let us know. I'd love to hear, because there are a lot of ways to see things in a different light. And that is exactly what this country needs to do right now. We need to get out of the old ways of doing things and thinking and get into the new ways and the new thought of equality and equal representation, equal everything. I'm so tired of the racism and the judgment against African Americans, skin color, ethnicity, sexual orientation. It doesn't matter. We are all individuals. We're all human beings. There's one race. And that's the human being race, the human race. And if everybody could just understand that if you can treat everybody like you treat your friends and family, this world would already be a better place. I think that's the simplest way to look at it. For me, that is, at least. I'm not telling you guys how to feel or change or how to all of that. But to me, if you can go out and treat perfect strangers like friends and family, you're doing your part. Josh says the book is The New Jim Crow. I would love to see that one. I'm going to take a look into that book. Thank you, sir, for posting it and letting us know. I'm always interested in that. Jared looks like he's read it. He said you'll enjoy that book, Josh. Good. Thank you, Jared. I appreciate it. I'm going to look into that book myself, actually, as well. So thank you. So that's it, guys. That's what I want to say about what's going on in the world right now. If you guys have any comments or anything as well. But my final public message about this is my heart goes out to America right now and everybody that's hurting and that is angry and upset. I'm right there with you. Peaceful and proper protesting is the key, though, and that's the only way. The only way we're going to make change is through positivity, love, and treating each other the way we want to treat it. It's respect. And if we can get enough of America, enough of us can come together, I think that change can happen. We have to stay hopeful that that change is going to happen. And we can't just let this die off like it has before in the past and not change. We have to keep this on the forefront, and that's up to every single one of us to make sure that this doesn't get forgotten, that we continue to push forward for equality and justice. And the only way I think we can do that is through love, peace, and positivity. That's my public message on it, guys. Hopefully you guys agree. If you do, awesome. If not, I'm sorry. But that's where CLC stands, and your host, Frank Vanzoni. All right. Thank you so much. Let's move on to a couple other things here, guys. A few crickets in the chat. Make sure you guys come on back to me, okay? Let's see. I had some more in the news stuff. Some lighter stories. You guys want to hear some lighter stories tonight? Let me know if you guys do, because there's a lot going on right now that we could talk about in the news that I'm up a little bit, that I'm pretty informative on or have been up on, because right now the world is spinning so fast and there's so much coming out of it. So let me know. I have some positive story or some weird stories that we've had from a couple weeks ago that I was going to share. And, you know, there's a lot of things that we talk about on this show pretty on a regular basis. And again, it's negative media, racism, abuse, self-awareness, those kinds of things. And so, you know, these are things we'll continue to talk about because these are the problems that continue to be in the world. Let's see here. Let's talk about this one real quick. This is a story. This is a good one. I thought this was a great one. So I don't know if you guys heard about this one. A boy 6 years old cracked open a robbery case by reeling in sunken safe from the lake. I don't know if you guys have heard this one. Knox Brewer was magnet fishing. I don't know if you guys have heard about this. This is where you get a big magnet and you throw it in the water and you drag it along the bottom and try to pull metal things up from the bottom that have been lost for forever. Magnet fishing actually sounds kind of fun. I think I wouldn't mind doing it once or twice. Knox Brewer was magnet fishing at South Carolina Lake when he caught a waterlogged lockbox containing debris-covered jewelry, credit cards, and a checkbook. Johns Island, South Carolina, a 6-year-old boy helped crack open a nearly decade-old robbery case, when he reeled in a locked safe from the bottom of South Carolina Lake. Knox Brewer of Johns Island took up magnet fishing and began hunting for metal objects underwater as a way to pass the time during the coronavirus pandemic. His family members told the local news station. The boy was out with his family at Whitney Lake this month when the magnet attached to his line stuck to something heavy in the mud below. The news outlets reported that. With the help of a bystander, Knox pulled in and pried open what turned out to be a waterlogged lockbox. Kind of cool, right? Containing debris-covered jewelry, credit cards, a checkbook. According to the video of the discovery, which I didn't watch that, I knew the right thing to do was to go ahead and call the local authorities and get them involved and try to solve the mystery, the child's father said, Jonathan Brewer. Authorities determined the sunken safe belonged to a woman who lived across the street from the lake. She said it had been stolen from her home about 8 years ago, so that's crazy. While most of the expensive items had been taken, the find still turned out to be a valuable catch, according to the Brewers. They said they were able to reunite her with some charms from an old bracelet. The first thing that she did was just kneel down, give a big hug, and thanked him for bringing that closure to her, for Jonathan Brewer said. So I thought that was a pretty cool story. And the reason why I thought it was cool and why I wanted to share it, Tom, welcome to the show, sir. Thanks for being here. How was the magnet strong enough to pull up a safe? I think it was a smaller lockbox, but those magnets are actually pretty strong. I've watched some videos on YouTube about this, and it's actually really kind of cool. You kind of get like a really heavy-duty type rope and tie this magnet that can be anywhere from like, you know, here to here, throw it in the water, let it hit the bottom and drag it across. I think it's pretty awesome. And Scott, welcome to the show. Thanks so much for being here and starting a watch party, sir. I greatly appreciate that. Magnet fishing, though, so you can pull up the stuff on the bottom, and it's been something that's actually starting to catch on pretty well. Thanks, Scott, for being here. So, anyways, what I really liked about the story was the fact that it's a 6-year-old boy who did it. Again, this just goes to show that it doesn't matter how old you are or how young you are. There's opportunities always all around you, and there's always times where you can do the right thing and be the change and help somebody else out. I mean, he helped this woman with closure. So, Anna, welcome to the show. My sister's on tonight. Thank you so much for being here. Talking about a 6-year-old boy who was magnet fishing and was able to pull up a find that turned out to be a lockbox that a woman had stolen from her house 8 years ago. And I thought that was really awesome and very, very, very cool. Just because it does, you know, it shows that you have, it doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter, you know, what you're doing. There's opportunities to help people and bring in, and they brought that closure, which I thought was really, really cool. So, let me know if you guys saw that story or not. Give me a thumbs up in the chat what you guys thought about that. I thought it was interesting. Good for the boy, though. Good for that little boy. Good for cracking a case that's that old. I mean, clearly it was something that was, you know, trying to get solved. So I love it. Right? I love it. All right. Last story of the night real quick, and then we'll get into the rest of the stuff for the show. I wanted to throw this one out there because I thought this was funny. With all the craziness going on, this just kind of tells you how the world is a little bit. And I apologize. I'm dicking around here on my chat because for some reason, my chat is doing something funny. And right now I can only see one comment. Give me just a second, guys. Sorry. And it will not let me go back. All right, well, chat's not working for just a second. All right, so let's get into this story real quick. So here's the story. 2 men robbed convenience store wearing watermelon rinds as disguises. Seriously, a watermelon rind? I mean, it is summer, right? So they wore proper attire. All right, so one suspect, Melon Head, has been charged. The other is being sought after. As disguises go, they were pretty seedy. Police in Louisa, Virginia, took to social media on Saturday in hopes to finding 2 men accused of robbing a convenience store on May 6th with watermelon rinds on their heads. Surveillance cameras at Sheet's Story caught the scofflaws, I guess, in the act, but they managed to elude authorities thanks to their brilliant disguises, according to the New York Post. That is until Sunday when authorities arrested a 20-year-old Justin Rogers in connection with what the Post deemed the melon drama. Yeah, not my jokes tonight, guys. Not my jokes. I'm so sorry, guys. I can't see the comments. I need to see the comments. For some reason, it's not letting me go back. Oh, no. So sorry, guys. Give me just a quick second. It's not letting me do it. Now the show must go on. Sorry, guys. I cannot, for some reason, I cannot see the chat right now. I don't know why that is. For some reason, it disappeared on me. I must have clicked something incorrectly. And it will not let me get back to the other comments. So sorry. Anyways. So, Rogers was booked on 3 charges, according to TMZ: a misdemeanor larceny of alcohol, a misdemeanor possession of alcohol. Like, that's a big surprise. By an underage person, and a felony prohibition of wearing a mask, face covering in public, if that's what you want to call it. Police are still on the lookout for a second person, according to the Pittsburgh Tribune Review. Candace Went, a customer at the convenience store where the robbery took place, thought the disguises fell in that thin line between stupid and clever, which I guess I could see that. I mean, it is summer, right? It is watermelon season. I think it's ridiculous, innovative, but ridiculous, Went told the TV station. The amount of work that you have to do to actually hollow out a watermelon to stick it on your head, I think is kind of crazy. 100%. These guys committed. These guys 100% committed to this crime, saying this is what we're going to be known for. This is what we're going to do. We are going to absolutely 100%, which I need to, we are going to 100% hollow out and look at robbing a place with these kind of masks, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. And insane all at the same time. Whoa. So I thought that was interesting. Let me see if there is a way to start seeing the chat here, guys. I super apologize. 1 second. I'm so sorry. I the show's about you guys, for you guys, and I'm live right now, and I want to make sure that I'm able to see your guys' comments as well. All right, I think I'm in. Let's see. All right. Josh says, we're back. Sorry about that. All right, so it's okay. Keep going, John said. Why do watermelons have fancy weddings? Because they're cantaloupe. Thank you, Jared. That was a fantastic one. Josh, thank you so much for being here on the show. Sorry you had to go. Put the kids to bed, but that's okay. Thanks so much. I greatly appreciate it. Guys, thank you so much for everybody who's here tonight on the show. I greatly appreciate it. You guys are awesome. So, yes, I thought that was a very funny story, very interesting story in regards to men robbing. I mean, really, you have to commit. You have to commit to robbing a store with watermelon rinds on your face. I mean, literally. So, Cindy, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here. All right, so that's that. Let's get into the rest of the stuff that we love about Carlock Confessions. Now, let's get into one of my favorite segments. This is a positive personal recap and reflection for the week, guys. So real quick, let's just recap a little bit for myself. This is where I share my life with you guys a little bit. Maybe you guys get some insight, feel the same way. I am in week 12 or 13. I've kind of lost count of quarantine. And it looks like I'm going to be here for a while. Totally fine with that. But it's been interesting. Now, we got the garden in. I love that the summer's officially started. We did a lot of housework. We painted. We laid new floors. We tore floor up. It's been very changing in our house. And it's actually been really refreshing. And I'm really been enjoying some of the work that we've been doing around the house. So it's kind of nice. But, the way the state of this country is right now, I'm having a really hard time, especially with talking to my kids and my wife about all of the craziness that's going on in this world right now. And it's hard for me. Very, very hard. It stresses me out a lot. And it makes me sad that our children have to see what's going on in this world right now. That they are experiencing everything that's happening. And it's up to us to change that. And we talked about that at extent, but Kara Ray, welcome to the show. I want our world to be a better place for everybody in it currently and for the next generation, our kids and everybody else that's coming up. It's got to be better. So we got to do that. So I just wanted to put that out there. So basically, looking forward to summer, Jeep weather, all that kind of stuff. But that's kind of, that's my recap. That's good enough for now, right, guys? All right, so let's talk about the positive let's talk about the positive quote for the night. So this is the one I chose. I thought it was good. I picked it 2 weeks ago. I think it still plays. Jay, welcome to the show, sir. Thank you for being here. Positive quote for the night. I am too positive to be doubtful, too optimistic to be fearful, and too determined to be defeated. I love that. I think it plays a lot right now with what's going on. I think right now we need to do a little inner looking as well to be able to help change the way things are going. So to do so, I am too positive to be doubtful, too optimistic to be fearful, and too determined to be defeated, which is what I think we all need to be feeling right now. Tanner, welcome to the show. 100,000%. If we all put ourselves in that position, I think we can change the world. I really do. Jared says he likes the quote. Thank you so much, Jared. I too like the quote. I thought it was really good, especially for this week. I had it for last week. I thought about changing it for this week, and I was like, you know what? I think this is what people might need to hear right now. I think they need to hear this. I think they need to understand that if it's inner, if you stay positive to be too positive to be doubtful, too optimistic to be fearful, and too determined to be defeated, we can make a change in this world. I really do. So it was a good one. Thank you very much, Jared. I enjoyed it. We'll give you the interesting gong, the informative gong. All right, guys, let's get into top fan of the week. One of my favorite opportunities. Top fan of the week, guys, and let's just say this one's been coming for a long time, and I'm really proud of this one. Not on the community page, but watches the show on YouTube. This person constantly is looking out for other people, always doing what they can to help, and is always going the extra mile just to make sure that others are taken care of, that they're getting any type of assistance they need, and really does what he can to be the change. And I'm super, 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 super proud. And I just got to point this out, and I've really noticed it, especially the last week. I mean, it's all the time, but I really noticed it in the last couple weeks. My son, and I know this is going to sound really weird, but my son, Stone Elkins, you are top fan of the week this week. And you deserve it, sir. So congratulations to Stone. If you guys can throw out a big congratulations to him, and I can read them off real quick for him, I greatly appreciate it. He's one of our YouTube watchers. He doesn't have a Facebook page yet, which is why he's a YouTube watcher. So thank you so much, guys. But Stone Elkins, top fan of the week. You've earned it, sir. All right, guys, let's get into shout-outs, as we always do. Shout-outs for the week. Here we go, guys. If you guys have any shout-outs, make sure to put them in the chat for me so I can read them. Thank you so much, Jared, for wishing him a congratulations. All your guys' love and support. I appreciate it. John says, congratulations, Stone. Thank you, guys. I know he will see this when he watches it on YouTube, so you guys are the best. Thank you so much, CLC community. You guys are awesome. All right, shout out to one of the things I love the most also about this show. We got to shout out all the ones that are everybody who's doing good and doing the change out there. So first of all, as always, the first responders, everybody who risks their lives and does anything in regards to our safety and our freedom, medical workers, delivery drivers, everybody out there that's pushing America. Congratulations. Thank you so much. I shout you guys out. Let's see what else we got. We got to all the people who are continuing to stay at home and help trying to keep people safe. I appreciate that. To everybody out there who's bringing awareness to the injustice and the horrible racism that's in this country right now, and doing your part right now to bring awareness of that and continuing to keep it on the forefront. I shout you guys out. To everybody out there who's putting others before themselves, understanding that love and positiveness will be the only way that we come out on top of COVID and all this stuff with racism and what's going on and the injustice in the world. I shout you guys out. Let's see. Nicole, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here, Nicole. First responders, Jared said, absolutely. Let's see what else we got. Yes, thank you for being awareness to injustices, including you, Frank. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I am 100% aware of it. And, I take my stand, and I will continue to do what I can to better this world and be the change. Let's see. So top fan, of course, we're going to shout out Stone again real quick. To all my Jeeples out there from my Jeep community. And to all of you guys who have been here tonight and continue to support CLC, being the change, positiveness, love, all of that. All my Facebook subscribers and people who view the show and everybody on YouTube, I shout you out. Thank you so much. As always, thank you guys. I appreciate it. And let's get into birthdays a little bit. I might have to do the birthdays from the past week or so next week just because I didn't have a chance to get on with all the work that's been going on. Let's do the past birthdays, though, real quick. Katie Gazella Vlett, happy birthday to you. Gary Zilla, Manuel Campos, Rachel Sanders, Brittany Sproul, Keith Brockett, Jennifer Riggs, Barbara Kirby Block, Neelam Arun Gear, Sean Mulligan, Jessica Rosen, Dunn, Eric Olson, Tom Heslip, and John Bala. Happy birthday to all you guys. Everybody out there who has a birthday right now, if you guys have anybody else who has birthdays, let me know. But happy birthday to everybody out there in the world with birthdays. And if I missed your birthday this past week, I will make sure to get it on next week on the show. Don't you worry about that. Guys, we have 159 followers on the show or on Facebook now. So thank you so much for everybody who's been sharing. I really do appreciate that and getting these new people on. So I applaud you. Thank you so much. All right, all the wonderful noises. Guys, I think that was, I mean, I have so much more I can probably talk about all night, but I don't want you guys to have to stay up all night with me because that would not be fair. So let's get right into it. Let's get into the end of the show, guys. If you have anything else you want to say, comments, concerns, anything else you want said before the end of the show, please, now's the time to put it in there. But it has been a great show tonight. Thank you so much. Happy birthday to all, Jared says. Thank you so much. Guys, as always, we're still doing drawings for prizes. So if you guys are interested in doing drawings for prizes, you guys want to be entered every time you share a video from our page, from the CLC page to your own, you'll be entered into a contest for a drawing. We're going to do a drawing for either a decal, a t-shirt, stickers, all that wonderful stuff. Even the new, we can do a new shirt like this one that I just got done not too long ago, and I like this one. It's very comfortable. So if you guys are interested, make sure you guys share a video, and I will enter you guys in the contest. I see I got a couple of shares tonight, which I greatly appreciate. So let's see who shared tonight, just to shout you guys out, because I appreciate all the shares. John Fanzoni with the shares tonight. David Culver with a share tonight so far. Thank you so much, guys. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you so much. As always, guys, donate blood if you can. There's always a blood shortage. It'd always be helpful if you can do that. It is a great way of being the change. So if you can donate blood, please do. I'm looking to probably do it again here real soon myself. That's it. I've recap, but there's no point in recapping. We already talked about all that good stuff. A couple of stories. Talk about what's going on in the world right now. And I just want to put it out there that I appreciate everybody keeping it on the forefront here, that injustice and inequality that's going on in this world needs to change. We must have justice. We must have peace. We must have equality for everybody. Doesn't matter your skin color, your sexual orientation, male, female, whatever it is, whatever makes you an individual, you should still be considered equal. That's where I stand. Hopefully you guys do too. And let's continue to pull each other together and make changes together with one another. Guys, thank you so much for everything. Thank you for being here. Shout out to everybody on the show tonight. All the great comments. Thank you so much. Michelle says good night. Thank you so much for being here. To all my community members, let's continue to be the change, and let's help one another out. Remember, positivity, love, and peace will help change everything. So, guys, that's the show. That's everything. Last comments. Let's see them. Anybody have anything? If not, I want everybody to enjoy the rest of their night tonight. Be back live next week, 9 p.m. Tuesday, as always, Eastern Standard Time. And until then, guys, remember, be safe, be positive, and be the change. We'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much. Have a great night, everyone.